Hello again, my little 7th graders. I hope you guys are doing well. Today is Wednesday, August 19th. I hope you guys were able to finish everything for yesterday, the About Me Google form, the little brief ELA quiz about our classroom procedures and things like that. I hope it was a little bit fun to fill out. So today you should have already looked at your task list. So you know what's going on, and you should have already completed your daily writing bell ringer, okay? So make sure you've got those done. If you're watching this and you haven't got those done, go back and do them and then come back to this video, okay? So what we're gonna be looking at right now is how to write an acrostic poem. So you may have never heard about this before, but I'm sure you've heard of what a poem is. But what I want you guys to do today is to create a poem that's about you. So this is going to be a fun little activity that you guys will get to write about yourselves, and I'll get to learn about you by seeing what you guys come up with, okay? So let me tell you about what an acrostic poem is. Let me direct you to where the instructions are on Canvas. So if you're looking right here, this is where the link to the video is that you're watching right now, and then you're going to click right here that says About Me Poem, and that is what you're going to, and that's where you're going to upload your poem as well. So let me take you over to that tab. So you're going to go ahead and read this instructions here. I'll just tell you basically what it says. So like I mentioned, this is a poem that's going to be about you. So, but it's in a specific form that's called and known as an acrostic type of poem. An acrostic poem is a poem where certain letters in each line spell out a word or phrase. So typically, the first letters are the ones that you're going to use to spell out the other words that you're going to include in your poem. And don't worry, I'm going to give you an example of what this looks like. But you're going to use the letters of your name to create this poem. Okay, so let me show you one that I did for my name. So my first name, I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use Miss Van. So let me show you what I did. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have my name written out here down on this little text type out area, and you guys aren't going to write this in this website. You guys are going to write it in your text box on Canvas. Just a reminder. Anyways, back to it. So an acrostic poem, like I was saying, you use other words to create the words that you're going to base your poem off of. So I have my name written here, and that is what you guys are going to do. You're going to take your first name, whatever it may be, and you're going to fill out other words here that start with the first letters of the words of your first name. So my name, Miss Van, and you're going to try to think of words that match your personality, that are words that are relevant to you, or words that you think would be accurate describers of you, or accurate adjectives that you think would describe yourself well. So I'm going to think, what is a word or another place or something that starts with the letter M that I can use in this poem that is relevant to me or describes me? And so I think about it, and I'm like, oh, I live in Mississippi, and you all also live in Mississippi. So if you had an M in your name, maybe you could use it Mississippi in there. But so I'm going to type in, Mississippi right there, and then I'm going to move on to the next one. Look at that, already done. Just one word per letter of your first name, okay? And then you're going to look at the next letter of your first name, and you're going to say, oh, mine's an S, so whatever yours is. If it's an I, you'd say something like imaginative, or if it's a B, you could say big if you're a tall person, or something like that. So my next letter is S, and I'm trying to think, what would be a word that starts with the letter S that would describe me? And I think I can be kind of silly sometimes, so I'm going to say silly. So I'm going to type in the rest of the word silly there. And then you're going to go ahead and continue doing that through every single letter of your first name. So for me, I would need to come up with a V word, and then an A word, and then an N word. And then you'd fill that out and then upload it into Canvas. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.